Yeah, that's it. We're just exploring this house. Figured I'd give you a short video today. This is Home's Sickness by Redstone.co. Welcome to Video Game World Tours, and today we're looking at a teeny tiny Garry's Mod map. Let's just go inside. Pretty simple, I guess. What more could you need in a house? And that's it. Stepping outside, you get to hear the birds chirping and the wind blowing. It's very serene. Wait, what was the ambient noise inside? I didn't even pay attention. It's a humming. Almost like an air condition. Huh, that definitely wasn't there before. Okay. This red door is locked. Wonder what clothes they got in here. Guess we'll go down this way. Maybe it'll take us to Narnia. Not a reference to the Chronicles of Narnia, by the way. I'm actually referencing Epic Movie. We only reference peak cinema around here, also known as Penema. Well, it's obvious this house is more than it first appeared. I truly don't know what could lie beyond this door. So it's monochrome. And this is the door that was locked. Only it takes you outside. Well, now what? Guess I can jump the fence. I can see that we're on a block in the... Oh! Guess I was supposed to do that. I don't like this anymore. I'll save you some time. I went all the way down the stairwell, checking every door, and all of them were locked. Except for the bottom one, which didn't make a locked sound at all. This might not even be a real door. And then the door at the very top, just a floor above the one we came in, brings you to the door that was originally locked in the first house. So I guess the stairwell might be a fast travel system to get to different areas of the map later? I don't like the precedent that sets. There's a lot more to see. Okay, so I didn't head through the front door of the White House earlier. Where could that... Oh man. I just know this map has some jump scares waiting for me. I won't give you any though, don't worry. I hate jump scares in YouTube videos. Though I have thought it would be funny to put one in a normal, not scary video. Like I'd put a screamer in the middle of a random Counter-Strike Source video. But I think I would permanently unsubscribe and probably report someone's channel if they did that. I just want you to know, I have the power to do it. But I won't. A lot of walking. I always hate forks in the path, never know which way to go. Well, my strategy for escaping mazes is to always hug the right-hand wall, so we'll do that for now. Another fork in the path. And a gate. It's locked. We can't get through. Maybe we'll get a key later. A lot of trees. Man, I don't like this. I feel like I'm gonna run into something out here. Guess I'll break my rule to see what's down there. The Lonely House. Huh. This would almost be cozy if it weren't so terrifying. Did someone explode? This might be given context later. Well, that's unfortunate. Man, I didn't know this was a maze map. I was not prepared for this. Though this does kind of remind me of playing Daggerfall. Dungeons in that game do kind of feel like this. Oh, why is there a closet I can hide in? And what is this? I'm tweaking, bro. Can I just find the exit? Oh, that's something. I can't quite tell you the last time I played a horror video game. I think it was Amnesia the Bunker, but I quit before I even got to the spooky monster stuff. I am weak-hearted. But I committed to this. I said I was going to show off this house, so I'm going to do it. Guess we're finally out of that section. Thank God. This reminds me of when Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy was grounded and his parents took the stairs away. Poor kid. At least we aren't grounded. Come on, it really puts you right back outside? Was there something That was lit before, wasn't it? Oh, that's real nice. Goat Man. Lovely. Back to wandering the forest. We'll go back to the intersection and continue. I guess that was just a tiny circle. Onward. I don't know when I'll bump into him while recording footage, but wandering the forest alongside you is the Goat Man himself. He doesn't seem that interested in chasing you, though. He just mulls about, doing his own thing. Excuse me, sir. What do we have here? Guess we're going down. The exit is just the way we came. Don't know what to make of that. Just a blank wall here. Much like the house from before, we find ourselves in a big ol' maze. Lovely. Some of the interesting bits in here are a door that connects to the red stairwell from earlier, a catacomb area. By the way, bumping into the Goat Man from earlier spawns you directly in this coffin. A ladder that takes you up into the church behind the locked gate we came across earlier. Doesn't seem to be anything of note inside, though the lighting is unsettling. Behind the church, though, I honestly can't tell what that's supposed to say. Someone in a discussion thread on the workshop page pointed out it's Polish, and that it translates to, "Angels leave us." Also in the tunnels is this graffiti. The same user pointed out this is a dog from an old Polish cartoon, Rexio. How adorable. There's this graffiti as well. Ugh. Down this long hallway near the Polish dog is the exit. Some graffiti that depicts a camera with an eye. A bit on the nose, but I dig it. One chair at the end of the hallway. This is almost identical to the way we came in. Wonder if it leads back to the forest. Guess not. This is a much appreciated change of pace. I haven't talked about it yet, but I really like the art style of this map. In a place like this, it feels so cheerful. And even in the more spooky areas, it still feels appropriate. Here at least, this looks like a game I would have played as a kid, and it would have sunk its nostalgic tendrils deep into my brain. Well, what's in the barn? Oh, hello there. He's very tall. Are you friendly? Seems like it. Good boy. Nothing up here. Guess this barn is just for you to meet Mr. Horsey. Goodbye, friend. Hopefully nothing horrible happens to you. I'm not saying that with the knowledge that something bad does happen to him, by the way. Something could, I just don't know about it yet. He's strong, he can handle himself. Well, there's obviously that door, but is there... Let's go in here. Nice to meet...
You found me!
He is the wizard, apparently.
I am the wizard. I cast Ball of Infinite Knowledge.
And he casts Ball of Infinite Knowledge. He says one line I can't quite understand.
I exist.
Did you catch that? I'm awful at picking out lyrics from songs. I might just be bad at English in general. Don't mind if I do. And I... Oop!
Why did you do that?
I'm sorry, man. I got butterfingers. That's it for the wizard. I don't know what I broke or who he is, but he seems nice. Hopefully he doesn't hold a grudge. He sounded more disappointed than anything else. It's nighttime now, by the way. I didn't know what day-night cycle was even in the cards. I'm assuming it was triggered by talking to the wizard. Editor Pretzel here. I'm coming back after the fact and pointing out that it changed to night because I destroyed the sun orb. I didn't even process that the sun was what was inside it. So yeah, this is definitely my fault. Anyway, let's go through this door. Only mildly freaked out by this. I don't know if I'll get it to happen while I'm recording, but when I was checking all of these doors, a giant figure appeared across the street there. It was like a tall human that had a cloth draped over its head, reaching all the way to just above the feet. I don't like when there's a random chance for things to happen, or the triggers for them are so obscure. I like knowing the rules so I can work around them. The back rooms. Lovely. I'm sure this won't be nerve-wracking. Going through the front door takes you to this pointless neighborhood. At least I think it's pointless. Give me a second to find my way through here. Okay, alright, I catch your reference. Oh, hell nah. Yo ass tweaking, Jigsaw. A pit. I'll save you some time. Falling down there just brings you to the stairwell. I guess that's a way to introduce fail states without killing you. Kinda interesting map design. I found this graffiti on the wall that asks, home? Interacting with it does nothing. Maybe I'm meant to return to the neighborhood from earlier? I'll do just that. Huh, maybe not. I was expecting one of the houses to light up and I'd be able to enter. I'll backtrack a bit to see if I missed anything. Well, I could go all the way back to the beginning that way, or I could go this new way. I'll do that. I'm not gonna lie, I did get jump scared in here. There's a freaky ass little bug dude that randomly crawls between these doors. God, I hate the randomized aspects. At the end of this long tunnel is a door. This is a cool vibe. It's like a snowy castle. I like that you can see the house from here. Let's get to traversing this castle. This house is bigger than I thought it'd be from the outside. A door. I miss the coziness. Watching with an exclamation point. Oof. A radio. Kind of a comforting song. Wish I could hang out here and enjoy it without being in complete fear. There's a ladder here you can use to reach the door on the second floor. Going through it brings you to a completely different part of the castle. A little confusing, but okay. That definitely seems like the way forward, but is there anything else we're missing before we move on? Nothing up here. Downstairs? Ah, this takes us to the center. I have no idea what could be in here. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I should feel scared or what. How are you? I just shouldn't have talked to her. She wouldn't be a stain on the floor if I had restraint. What's this? Oh wow! These are drawings of the various things we've seen throughout the map. Top left is the house. This is the horse in the barn. The wizard guy next to the barn. I think this might be the barn itself. This is the spooky goat man in the forest, I'm pretty sure. And this is the tunnel jump scare creature. I feel like I'm slowly starting to put the pieces together. At the end of this hallway is a lighthouse. Find me, it proclaims. And there's a red door to the side of it. I don't think we've seen a lighthouse yet. Shouldn't be hard to spot it. I was hoping that door would take us to a new area. Guess I have to backtrack for the lighthouse. I do remember one red door, like we saw in the graffiti. It was all the way back in the first house at the start of the map. It was locked at first, but it connected to the very top of the stairwell. Falling down here takes us there, so we'll see if that door's related. Climb the steps. Exit. This will take us to the house from the beginning. It should have. This door definitely didn't lead here before, obviously. I'll try taking the long way around to reach that door again. One of these connected to the catacombs, I think. Yeah, this one. Now I just gotta find my way back. Okay, I remember seeing the exit sign as I first entered this place, so I'm leaving from the right side. Gotta sneak past Goatman on the way back to the house. Go through the Narnia closet, and there it is, the red door. The graffiti from before also referenced home, so maybe that was a hint for this? I don't even know if I had the right idea or not. I'm scared to test it. I don't know where else there'd be a red door. Here goes nothing. Whoa. Guess I was on the money. There's a lot going on with this map. Even if I can connect some of the dots, others don't make much sense. Right now, at least. What does the lighthouse symbolize? I feel like the idea of the lighthouse is popular in written works as a symbol. Lighthouses in real life exist to guide boats. Whether it's to indicate dangerous areas or just the coast in general, it acts as a beacon to call out to faraway vessels. Just something to keep in mind as we go forward, as it seems like an important part of the story being told. There's a section of the dock that's all by its lonesome. Doesn't seem significant. Weird. Leading into the lighthouse is a red door. The text scrawled on the wall told us to find this spot, and we did. What lies waiting for us within? Every day feels the same. I can't get out. I will rot here. I feel sick. I feel sick. I feel sick. You have to keep trying. One step at a time, and one day you will be... okay. How about that? That's the end. A lot to take in. But I'll do my best to tie everything together, just for you guys. And hey, I might get some stuff wrong. Hell, I most definitely will. But for stories as obscure as this, I think it's fun to offer an interpretation. Maybe you'll take all the bits presented in this map and see it all in a completely different light. If you think you have an interesting take or notice something that I missed, drop it in the comments. So, quick recap of what I think are the important bits. You enter this house that, at first, only has one room. But after leaving and re-entering, a hallway appears. At the end of it is a locked red door, and through this wardrobe is a tunnel to a mirrored version of the house. Going through that front door leads you into a cavalcade of nightmare spaces, packed with horrifying creatures. Only the creatures don't seem that interested in you. They never seem to chase you down directly. You'll usually be teleported somewhere if you touch them, but if you don't bother them, they don't bother you. Don't know what to make of that aspect to them. The most interesting bit narrative-wise is when you enter the house in the castle area. you're in a room with a lone little girl. Interacting with her immediately changes your surroundings. She's gone, and the house's color is drained away. On the ground, you see what I can only assume are her drawings of the things you've seen so far. I pointed it out earlier. The house, the goat man, the wizard, we've seen all these before. At the end of a short hallway, you see a lighthouse that says, "Find me." When you reach the lighthouse and start to climb it, you find messages with someone feeling distressed, like they have no way out. But then they start to calm down. By taking things one step at a time, eventually they will be okay. It's at that point you walk through a door and the map is over. Two interesting details I noticed. I pointed out the art style of this map before, but I didn't really talk about how childlike it feels. There's not a lot of super intricate details, and the line work is kinda wavy. It feels like a child could have drawn this. There's some link there between the style of this whole world and the fact that the girl has drawings of things we've seen. And also, I think it's noteworthy that you're guided to the red door in the original house. That's what takes you to the lighthouse. Here's my working theory. The player had a little sister at one point, and she died. You enter the house at the beginning, and the red door is locked. That's probably the sister's room. Maybe if it wasn't locked in real life, it was just always shut after she died. If it's always shut, maybe it's just mentally locked away in the player's mind. And this map is about the player coming to terms with her passing. I'm not sure what them going through all these environments means. Like, what relation does this spooky forest have to the little girl? But I'm pretty certain it's about confronting grief, because once you arrive in the room with the girl in it and talk to her, it's like reality sets in. She's gone, and all that's left are her drawings. At that point, you can return to the initially locked red door and go through. Inside is a lighthouse. What this represents probably differs from person to person, but if I had to lock down a meaning, I'd say it's a physical representation of the player's grief. It's a beacon that they cling to, that they can't help but notice and focus on, and it's found in her room. When you enter the lighthouse, it seems like it spirals upwards forever. When I got to the point where it repeats "I feel sick," I thought it would just endlessly repeat and I'd have to go back. But this map is about overcoming grief. Just when you think whoever wrote this is in a spiraling pit of grief, they start to come out of it. They remind themselves to take things one step at a time, to keep trying. Only then can you escape the cycle. That's my take, at least. And there's a lot of bits that are left unaddressed. Like, what are these spooky creatures? What did the weird graffiti mean? What exactly does it mean for the player to explore these spaces that are seemingly created by the girl? Maybe you guys can help work it out in the comments. Go play the map and come to your own conclusions. I went to the map's page to see how many people have played this map, and it only has 2,000 subscribers. Definitely check this out yourself. Go pick up on some details that I missed and form a complete picture. Show the map creator some love. This was kind of a different type of video than I usually do on this channel. Let me know if you want more of this, or if you have any feedback for future in-depth explorations like this. I'm probably done doing unscripted explorations on this channel for a while, but it was fun to play through this map as though it was one, but then actually write about it. I'd be open to cover more maps like this if you know any. Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, Pretizens. See you all next time.